I think that was just, and I don't want to relitigate the campaign, but I just think that was just a really hell of a battle. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of things, I was really swimming upstream or, climbing or trying to ice skate uphill, if you will.
Right.
I think this is a much more wide open race. It's much more different. I think people are much more open to me, the things that I need, the opportunities I need, and the investment that I need in order to go ahead, I think is much more wide open to me.
Yeah.
And so I just got to get up, get out, and go get it. And I think that's what we're going to get this thing done this year.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because, the unfortunate part, is I think, and I could be wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think you took a lot of criticism from some of the comments that you made, some of the, I guess, perception that people had in regards to you were running on your father's name, and I cannot not move forward without asking about the motherland comment.
Yeah.
Was that a hurt? Can you define what you meant by that? And do you think that that's something that hurt? Because here's the thing that I'm curious to know. Will those things from your mayoral campaign, will those things carry over into this campaign? And will people continue to have, those things on top of mind going to the polls for you in 2018?
No, this is a different race. First of all, like I said, we just gonna go all the way here. I'm trying not to relitigate that.
No. But, I can't. I was critical, and everybody was critical about the motherland.
No. It's fine. Listen. Was I aggressive on some things? Sure. Are there things that I would not do again? Absolutely. I mean, hindsight is 20/20.
Right.
But life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it.
Right.
And I think the response that we have now is one where we want to look out for everyone and everyone. We want to make sure that we have equal opportunity for everybody that's out there. Whether you're black, white, blue, green, brown, we want to make sure that we raise the minimum wage. We want to have equal pay for equal work. We want to make sure that we provide jobs through investing in our infrastructure, our waterways, rebuilding our school system, having universal pre-K, having universal health care. These are the things that we're going to stand for. And I think that we are going to have a unifying campaign, but we're going to build a broad base of coalition. And so I think that's really what we're about. And that's what I'm trying to do. And that's what I was trying to do with everything in that campaign. Maybe I was a little bit aggressive. Maybe I should have took a different tact in terms of the way I said it, how I said it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that that's something that, but what I really want to do and what I'm really about is a person who really believes that we're stronger together and that really wants to make sure that we can all come together for the greater good.
Let's talk about the, sporting entertainment tax. I think that it is a pretty positive tax. Tell me why you decided that this was important for, moving forward before you go into another job, pushing this, a bill through.
Well, listen, the reason why it's there is because I believe if you call the police, you want them to show up.
Right.
And you want them to show up on time. And you want them to be able to have the necessary means and all the tools at their disposal to do their job to the best of their ability. If you're in a burning building and you call the fire department, you want them to be able to show up and have the best equipment that works and the best equipment when they show up to put out these fires. If you are in a situation where you need EMS to come, emergency service personnel to come, you want them to have all the tools and all the equipment they need necessary in order to pick you up and get you back to the hospital as fast as possible, as safe as possible.
Right.
And that's what I'm doing this for. I think that these are our everyday heroes. And we need to love them as much as they love us. And I think the best way in order to do that is to provide the money necessary for them to do their job, which is to save and protect life. For our bravest and our finest, I think this is something. And when you have people who come to these games like this, you have police down there.
Right.
You have fire down there. You have emergency services personnel down there. So if they're going to be a strain on the budget like that, we need to pay for the services, not just for downtown to make sure that everybody's protected and safe, but also throughout the neighborhoods. And
I want to break this down so that way, people, understand what the bill is all about, right? So the consumer pays the additional $3, correct?
Well, it would probably be passed down to the consumer, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the consumer would pay, and then the venue will then pay for the tax. Am I right?
Well, it would be paid on the ticket.
Okay.
So you pay on the ticket itself, right? I mean, you would levy on on the stadium or,
right.
or corporation, but they would pass that through to the consumer. That's
right.
usually how that works. So you pass that through to the consumer of $3. It'd be on every ticket, every purchase that they buy for entertainment within the city of Detroit, within the stadium. So within Tiger Stadium, Ford Field, and Little Caesars Arena.
Okay.
So that's basically where that would be at and how those would perform. And all that money would be put in a lockbox, and specifically it only be used for police, fire, and emergency services personnel. 34% for police, 33% for fire, 33% for emergency services personnel.
And this is for anything in regards to those three organizations, right?
Yes.
So that comes to wages, funerals, anything that happens.
Anything they have is just for those three, yes.
I think that that's a good idea because then that way you don't have any, we don't have us like everybody like, oh, we got to raise money for this police officer who passed away because they don't have enough money, to actually, who was killed in the line of duty and so forth and so on.
I may Officer Doss rest in peace. But, that's basically what I was thinking of because the city was constantly thinking, where are we going to get this money to pay for them? And they had to go to the private sector. And I'm thinking, if you're in a position of power and you don't use it in order to help people who are hurting, particularly our bravest and our finest, our police and firefighters, you're part of the problem.
Right.
And so that's why I came up with that solution.
And so this is a statewide bill, correct?
No, this is just be for the city of Detroit.
Okay, so this is just for the city.
Now, I'm open for it to be a statewide. If that's something they want to do, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, because
let me say this too real quick. I just want to say, I'm not saying that this isn't a lot. I understand I'm asking a lot of people for what they're saying, and I'm not trying to discourage people from going to the games or going to the entertainment venues down here. All I'm trying to do is make sure that we do everything we can to have the most funds necessary for our police, our fire, and our emergency services personnel to do their job to the best of their abilities.
All right, 313-778-7600. Senator Coleman Young is here. Let me go with John. John, line 1. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you very much for having Senator Coleman Young on. Listen, Senator Young, I have no problem with you saying motherland.